Kind of looks like sad answer there.
What? What's this guy?
Will you take a look at that? Pretty pathetic,
David
huh?
Spade.
David Spade.
Well, you'll never believe this, but that llama you're looking at was once a human being. That guy was an emperor. That's right. I'm that llama. The name is Kuzco.
This is Tom Jones.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
I only know Tom Jones from Mars Attacks.
Is that a rough day?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the real me, not this. This. Okay, see this palace? Everyone in it is at my command. Check this out. Butler, theme song guy.
Oh, yeah!
No! You threw off my groove.
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
Man, Riverdance was hot for a minute there, wasn't it, back around this time?
Yeah.
It is time for you to choose your bride.
Alrighty. Yikes. 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 Is this really the best you could do?
You're ready to hit him.
Wow.
He's like the thing that wouldn't shut up.
Wasn't it a large...
Anyway, let me show you the people responsible for ruining my life.
Excuse me, I'm here to see Emperor Kuzco.
Goodman.
Inside, up the stairs and to the left.
Thought it
Just
was
follow
Sully.
the signs.
Sometimes I can't tell if he's serious, you know the answer.
Pardon me, that's mine.
Oh, here you go. Oh, hey, are you all right?
I threw off the Emperor's groove.
I'm supposed to see him today.
Threw off his groove.
I'm liking the animation style here.
He is nothing compared to what's coming up next.
And why have you come here today?
This is Yzma, the Emperor's advisor, living proof that dinosaurs once roamed the earth. And let's not forget Yzma's right-hand man. Every decade or so, she gets a new one. This year's model is called Kronk.
Yeah, I got that there, Yzma.
That's funny.
Now lately, Yzma's gotten into this bad habit of trying to run the country behind my back.
Next!
But I... Okay.
Hi there.
Oh, Your Highness.
You were doing it again.
Doing?
I'm the Emperor, and you're the Emperor's advisor. What the? How long has that been there?
What do you say, Kuzco?
Whoa, no touchy.
The village leader is here to see you.
Oh, great. Send him in. You're being let go. Your department's being downsized. We're going in a different direction. We're not picking up your option. Take your pick. I got more.
But
Pink slip.
Your future endeavors.
I'm here because I received a summons to...
Hey, there he is. My main village man. That's right. You are just the man I wanted to see.
Well, I know we grow the crops that you use here at the palace. We also heard the llamas that you... My family has lived on that hilltop for the last 6 generations.
Where do you find you get the most sun?
Other side of those trees. When the sun hits that ridge just right, these hills sing.
Problem solved. Thanks for coming.
Oh,
Is he going to take
he's
it?
going to plop his
I
house
just
right
needed
there.
an insider's opinion before I okayed this spot for my pool.
That's
Your
where
pool?
his house has been for
Booyah!
6
Welcome
generations.
to Kuzcotopia, my ultimate
That's what I
summer
thought.
getaway. It's my birthday gift to me.
Spade is so perfect for this role.
Where will we live?
Don't know, don't care. How's that? Your little town thingy will be bye-bye. Boo-hoo. Oh, yeah, everything was going my way. Or so I thought.
How could he do this to me? Why, I practically raised him. I'll get rid of Kuzco. I'll take over and rule the empire. Pull the lever, Kronk.
Huh?
Why do we even have that lever?
Gator.
Why do we even have that lever?
Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs in at all times.
How shall I do it?
Oh.
I'll just poison him with this. It's dinner time.
I love how David Spade's basically like his Saturday Night Live characters.
So David Spade is what you're saying. Every character.
I am one hungry king of the world. No hard feelings about being let go.
None whatsoever.
Drink. Right. Your Highness.
Is something burning?
My spinach puffs.
Drink.
Right. Oh. Right.
Oh, he doesn't remember.
Hey, Cronky, everything okay back there?
The drinks were a bit on the warm side.
He mixed it in all of them.
Finally. Good work, Trunk.
Okay, what were we saying?
Toast to your long and
So, what are you gonna do? I mean, you've been around here a long time and adjusting to life in the private sector. Hey, Kronk, can you top me off about you finding new work? And I mean that in the best possible way.
He's supposed to be dead.
Yeah, weird.
Take him out of town and finish the job now.
Guess where I am right now? In the bag.
Oh.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, second thoughts.
A little conscious catching up with him, huh?
He's trying to lead you down the path of righteousness. Listen up, big guy. I got 3 good reasons why you should just walk away. Look at that guy. He's got that sissy stringy music thing. Reason number 2. Look what I can do.
Oh, you get it? You got it.
Oh.
What do I do? What do I do?
Oh, here we go.
Hope that doesn't come back to haunt me.
Oh, look at that house.
It's like a great spot for a pool.
Oh, Mom, I think I'm still growing. Measure me again. You and I both know that it's impossible for him to have grown in the last 5 minutes.
Come here.
Ooh.
Oh, number 3.
Dad, look at how big I am.
We were all measured today.
I'm as big as you were when you were me.
Mm-hmm.
That's not as impressive as my loose tooth.
It's like a door.
What did the Emperor want?
He couldn't see me.
Couldn't see you? I'd march right back there and demand to see him, and you know I would.
Sweetie.
I'd give that guy a piece of my mind. That kind of behavior just
Snort.
Pacha, you okay?
Oh, yeah. I'm just a little tired from the trip. I'm going to go put Misty away.
I'm the one in the cart, remember? This story's about me. All right, we're gonna move ahead. Sorry to slow you down.
That's where Deadpool got the idea.
Huh? Where'd you come from?
I was hitting with a basket.
No touchy.
Demon llama!
Demon llama!
He's running upright.
I mean you no harm.
I know you. You're that whiny peasant.
Emperor Kuzco?
Yeah. Who do you think you were talking to? What do you mean I don't look like the Emperor?
Need a mirror. Well,
what is this? Some kind of little game you country folk like to... My beautiful, beautiful face. I can't remember. I can't remember anything. I remember telling you that I was building my pool where your house was. Oh! Did you turn me into a llama? I have to get back to the palace. Yzma's got that secret lab. Hey, you. No time to waste. Let's go.
Build your summer house somewhere else.
You want to run that by me again?
Oh, he's standing up to him.
I got a little secret for you. I don't make deals with peasants. I don't need you. I can find my own way back.
I'm telling you, there are jaguars and snakes and quicksand.
Quicksand.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, is this an 80s movie? Quicksand?
There's no Kuzco. There's no Kuzco-topia. Takes care of my problem.
Unless whoever replaces the Emperor is worse.
Which happens sometimes. We've seen it.
Oh, a leaf. Oh, it might attack me. Please never find my way. I'm the Emperor. What?
Too late.
What do you want? Oh, for me? Why, I don't know what to say. Hit the road, Bucky.
It's a heck of a gas station.
Ow!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You just have bones.
Oh, sin it then.
No.
Oh.
Ha!
Whoa. Some pretty good sound design in their growls.
Here comes Pacha. He's going bowling style?
Huh?
Oops. They all look at him.
That didn't work.
Gonna get him on the swing back. Oh,
there we go.
You're safe now.
Maybe I'm just new to this whole rescuing thing, but this, to me, might be considered kind of a step backwards, wouldn't you say?
Step back.
I hate you.
Oh, that's a long way down.
Oh, yeah, it sure is.
Aim for the bushes.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting all funned out.
Uh-oh.
We're about to go over a huge waterfall.
Yep.
Sharp rocks at the bottom. Bring it on.
Oh, that's a big one.
Your Highness, can you hear me? Oh, boy. Breathe! Oh.
He's gonna do it.
For the last time, it was not a kiss.
Whatever you call it. It was disgusting.
What the fuck?
He's a llama and he spits.
Oh.
But now that you're here, you will take me back to the palace.
I think you'll realize that you're forcing an entire village out of their homes just for you.
And that's bad.
All you care about is building your summer home and filling it with stuff for you.
Everyone else in the kingdom gets it. You're the only one that doesn't seem to be with the program.
Someday you're going to wind up all alone. And you'll have no one to blame but yourself.
Somebody's throwing stuff. You can build a fire or what? What's going on?
You know, snuggle him closer to the fire. Oh, the
gave
old
me a
blanket.
shirt.
And so it is with great sadness.
Holding a funeral for him?
The very eve of his 18th birthday.
Oh, God.
Back to work.
Oh, yep. Here we go.
I must admit you had me worried. Kuzco is dead. All is forgiven.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
he?
Yeah, he is right now. Unless, of course, we killed him again.
I suppose.
The royal dresser's here.
I just heard design is hilarious to me.
He's still alive.
Well, he's not as dead as we would have hoped.
He can't come back.
Yeah, that would be kind of awkward.
You and I are going out to find him. If he talks, we are through.
Tipo, what is it?
Dad,
was tied to a log and was careening out of control down a raging river of death.
All right, it's okay. Your dad's fine. He just went back to see the Emperor.
Well, in my dream, Dad had to kiss a llama. Yeah, like that would ever happen.
Oh, they both have the gift.
Hey. Thanks.
No. No problem.
Feels like wool.
Yeah.
Alpaca?
My wife made it.
Oh, she knits?
Crochets.
So I was thinking that when I got back to the city, I mean, there's lots of hilltops, and maybe I might,
That means you're doing something nice for someone else.
No, I know that.
You're okay with that?
Don't shake unless you mean it.
Well, there we go.
All right. By the way, thanks.
No, thank you.
Oh.
What do you have? His hooves crossed behind his back?
Yeah, I feel like he's still scheming.
Those bridges are never sketchy. No.
Believe it or not, I think I need a bath.
I believe it.
Oh, Sassy, you called it.
You're going to leave me here?
Well, I was gonna have you in prison for life.
I thought you were a changed man.
Toodles!
We shook hands on it!
The funny thing about shaking hands is, you need hands. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ah, they gave it to us. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I think I'm all right.
Good.
That's for kidnapping me and taking me to your village.
I was always taught that there was some good in everyone, but you proved me wrong.
Oh, boo-hoo. Now I feel really bad. Bad llama.
Well, now you're both in it. Again.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Gotta do the old chimney climb.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna die?
God, I just love it.
Calm down. I have an idea. Give me your arm. Now, we're going to have to work together to get out of this, so follow my lead.
Look, we're moving.
Don't move down. Right.
Uh-oh.
Now, what? Genius.
Working on it. Here's the deal. Stretch out your neck. I'll grab the rope.
How do I know you won't let me fall after you grab the rope?
Just gonna have to trust me.
Take your time. No hurry here.
Scorpions. Hooves. Oh, that's a lot of scorpions. Oh, we got bats.
Back on the opposite side, though. Wow, look at this. Saved him.
Yeah.
Just saved my life.
Huh? So?
I knew it.
Knew what?
That there is some good in you after all.
I know.
Admit it.
Wrong.
Yes, there is.
Wrong.
What's the big deal? Nobody's that heartless. Yeah, don't read too much into it. It was a one-time thing.
Well, better get going. With that bridge out, it's a 4-day walk to the palace.
Oh, long way around.
4 days is a long time. Who knows? Maybe you'll change your mind.
Uh-huh. What are the chances of you carrying me?
Not good.
No.
I can't believe they gave us the bye-bye. That's awesome.
I'm getting tired. Oh,
Sure thing. Cronk out.
She's in the backpack.
I hate this jungle.
Oh, look. A golden-throated small-winged warbler.
Good.
Yeah, tell me about it. She's not the easiest person to get close to.
Why me? Why me?
Hey, it doesn't always have to be about you. This poor little guy's had it rough. Seems the talking llama gave him a hard time the other day.
Do tell.
Squirrel.
He'd been in the middle. Squeaky, squeaker, squeaking. Could you give us a little room here?
Last
Ask him which way the talking llama went.
Hey, he is carrying him.
As soon as we get something to eat, you're walking the rest of the way.
Oh, it's a big boy. No llamas.
Of me. What'll it be?
Oh, whatever you say, Pumpkin. You know what I like.
We're on our honeymoon.
Bless you for coming out in public. Ordering, I need 2 heartburns and a deep fried doorstop.
Okay, so I'll admit this was a good idea.
Mazel tov.
Oh. Oh, you're not good. Oh.
Where are you going?
I'm just going to slip into the kitchen and have a word with the chef.
Hey.
I should have done away with Kuzco myself when I had the chance.
Don't I know you?
I don't think so.
Wrestled you in high school. I was usually in the back because of my weak ankles. Come on, pal. You gotta help me out here.
I don't think we've ever met, but look, I gotta go.
Don't worry.
It's a simple question. Is there or is there not anything edible?
Hey, pal, what's your policy on making special orders?
All right, Buster. You want a special order? Then you make it. I quit.
No, I.
You know, I try and I tried.
Sample is a basket of liver and onion rings, a catch of the day, and a steak cut in the shape of a trout. What is he doing in there?
Come on.
In a minute. I'm still hungry.
Oh.
I'll have a spinach omelet with wheat toast. You got it?
What's taking so long?
It's the classic.
While you're at it, make me the special. And hold the gravy.
You know what? On second thought, make my omelet a meat pie.
Meat pie.
Can I order the potatoes as a side dish?
I'll have to charge you full price.
Buds, yes. Cheese, no.
Hold the cheese.
No, I want the cheese.
Cheese it is.
Cheese, me no likey. Make my potatoes a salad.
Oh, it's the timing of everything.
Excuse me. You see him over there? You think you're on a piece of cake?
1, 2, 3, 4. Happy feet.
So it's a birthday, so we could party too. Happy birthday. Sombrero.
There's 2 people in there looking for you.
What?
A big guy and a skinny old woman. Trust me, they're not here to save you.
They'll take me back to the palace. Kill me. Their whole world revolves around me.
No, I can't let you.
What? You don't want to take me back to the palace. You want to keep me stranded out here forever.
No.
All you care about is your stupid hilltop.
Oh, this entire mess is all your fault.
Still got the sombrero.
If you hadn't mixed up those poisons, Kuzco would be dead now. There'd be no more diversion. Kuzco must be eliminated.
Well, you got a point. No one really seems to care that he's gone, do they?
Oh, nobody cares. Nobody cares that he's gone.
Pacha!
I wonder, is this where we meet up with the intro? Got to be getting close. Looking over there. I have no idea. Just be like, what? It's where it starts overlapping. Yep. Here we are. Here we are.
See, just like I said, I'm the victim here. And they ruined my life and took everything I had. Hey, give it a rest up there, will you?
It's not a good spot to be, is it? Water level rise
just
little thing next to a little bit.
By a bunch of Venus flytraps.
The peasant at the diner. He didn't pay his check.
Putty.
It's the peasant who I saw leaving the city who disappeared into the crowd with Kuzco. He must have taken him back to his village. So if we find the village, we find him. And if we find him, we find Kuzco. Yzma.
What?
Oh!
Oh, boy. Wow.
See how that tastes. Dirt in his tongue.
But as much as he tries to deny it, I know there's some good in him.
Came back for him.
What I said to you back at the diner, I didn't really...
You tired of being a llama?
Yeah.
Hey there, Pacha. Hey, you know, you just missed your relatives.
What did they look like?
Well, you see, there was this big guy and this older woman.
So, remind me again how you're related to Pacha.
Why, I'm his third cousin's brother's wife's step-niece's great aunt.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that right, Kronk? Please.
I'm sure he'd love to show you the room.
Kronk, it's time.
Okay.
Go. I'll stall them long enough for you two to get a head start.
Thanks, honey.
We're not leaving until
I show you the house. Of course. What do you mean the door is stuck? Try jiggling the handle.
There he is. No.
tell us where the talking llama is, and we'll burn your house to the ground.
Don't you mean or?
Floor buffer.
Get set. Go.
Ow! Oh, there they go, Kronk.
Let's not wait until the next family reunion to get together. I gotta run.
I like this map.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of a grappling hook. Grappling arrow.
It's not a grappling hook at all.
Well, same theory. Made it. Well,
over here. It has to be one of
these.
Looking for this?
How did you get back here before us?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Then I bet you weren't expecting this.
No!
Aha!
Oh, okay.
He's not gonna do it.
Back down now, are you, big guy? Sorry I'm late. So, what'd I miss?
Well, Yzma just tossed me this knife and asked me.
She looks at us.
Big, stupid monkey named Kronk.
Ouch.
Never liked your spinach puffs. Never.
That's it. She's going down. Now, remember, guys. From above, the wicked shall receive their just reward.
From above.
Strange.
Or
That
not.
usually works. Should have seen that coming.
Oops. Clumsy me.
Oh, which is which?
Better hurry. I'm expecting company. Kill them! They murdered the Emperor!
Relax.
Pacha, little help?
yeah, try the next one.
Yeah, we're flying.
After them!
Come on, man! Nobody lives forever! It's gotta be one of these.
Oh no!
Oh.
This is the one. This'll change you back to a human.
Oh no!
Where did it go? Where is it?
Looking for this. Once I turn back into my beautiful self, I'm going to kill you.
I have a feeling that's not going to be the potion. Or maybe it is. You can't just get it open.
Oh. That's the end of that.
Yeah, that's no bueno, as we would say.
Kuzco!
You right there? Give me a minute.
Oh, Kuzco coming through in the clutch. Get it?
Oh,
no.
That's gone forever.
Told me that before I set it up.
Oh, this is...
No. Oh.
Levial! You thinking what I'm thinking?
Back to back. Teamwork.
Look at that. Oh.
You gotta tease us with the reveal.
You stop being so hard on yourself. All is forgiven.
You're sure? Okay, buddy, take care. So, you lied to me. You said when the sun hits this ridge just right, these hills sing. I was dragged all over those hills, and I did not hear any singing. I'll be building my summer home on a more magical hill.
That's his way of saying thanks.
I'm pretty sure I heard some singing on the hill next to us, in case you're interested.
What are they, neighbors?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there's the new little guy.
My acorn is missing.
Squeak, squeaking, squeak, squeakity.
Ah, it's the cat.
Squeaking.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Nice.
All right, guys. Were you two just not entertained? I mean, come on. This was so much fun for me to watch with you guys watching these guys. So hit me with it, guys.
Well, you know, one of the things that we've talked about here on the channel, and I've talked about, is how I love it when we get a story, and not to take anything away from the likes of a Coco or a Last Wish, but I really love it when you get a story that's fun to follow along. It's got some good lessons, but not too heavy-hearted. I don't have to bring a box of Kleenex, and that's what we felt like we got with this one.
Yeah, for me, look, this movie only worked because of David Spade, John Goodman, Patrick Warburton. I don't know who played Yzma, but
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt. Okay, she did a fantastic job as well. And this movie, it's like normally you could say, okay, I have an animated movie. We'll get some stars for it. It'll be fine. It'll work out. You can interchange a few of them, and it might not make the biggest difference. It absolutely mattered with this movie for the casting. David Spade was made to play this role, and Patrick Warburton was absolutely made to play Kronk, and everybody else just did a fantastic job. So I got to get that out of the way because I think that that's important to note that I really don't think this movie works with anybody else. I said it a number of times in the review. I thought it was great. The other thing I liked was, this is from 2000, so this was kind of before a lot of the animated movies started getting like really, in-depth stories, multiple layers, even being, just longer run times. And what I liked is it got in, it hit all the jokes, you had a good time, it told the story, and then it got out. It didn't overstay its welcome. Emperor's New Groove knew exactly what it was and what it was shooting for out of the gate, and I thought it was great. I mean, for me, that kind of does the movie as a whole. Of course, we had Kuzco kind of, he kind of made his turn, but again, because it was David Spade, it wasn't in the way you would normally expect it. He still kind of held on to a little bit of that, I don't want to put the house there anyway. You let me know when that hill, does what it's supposed to, essentially. So still kind of with the backhanded compliments that we've come to expect from pretty much any role David Spade plays. So I thought that was fantastic, and they kept true to a character that we expect the actor to play, if that makes sense. So that was a lot of fun for me. I liked that it wasn't the stereotypical, you're right, I'm such a bad person, I'm going to change. And I really liked how they did it in this one. Made it very unique. I think for me, that's, if I had one word to describe this movie, it would be unique. And, it was outstanding as far as I'm concerned.
Well, to kind of go off of what you're saying, I think with having this movie come out at this particular time, so it came out in 2000, right? Is that when this one came out?
Yeah. Yes, 2000.
The year 2000. So you're coming off of, a handful of years removed, I believe, from when David Spade exited from Saturday Night Live. But he had, he was, an icon on that show, right? You're coming off of Patrick Warburton being such an integral part of the success that was Seinfeld and John Goodman, just a legend. So I think if you watched it today with people who might not recognize those voices, I think just the nature of their voices, I think it's it's going to be fun for anybody. David Spade's voice is, look, it's condescending, it's snarky, it's cocky, but it's fun. And I think, again, if you put it in front of audiences today who might not recognize those voices, and look, you get a lot of people who are a little bit younger but still adults, and there might not necessarily be like, oh, that's so and so. For kids, I think it's fun, but I think it kind of works in this duality that yes, it works because of their voices. Like, look, if you're gonna have a big kind of clunky, lovable guy, then Patrick Warburton does a great job for Kronk. But I don't think you need to necessarily be able to recognize his voice to enjoy it. And I think that's one of the neat things about the movie. But of course, you have to mention that any parents taking their kids to see this in the 2000s were like, okay, that's David Spade. And it's almost at a point where, and look, we grew up on the David Spade Saturday Night Live, so I know people like to reminisce on the things they grew up on. But I mean, it was such. I mean, not just that, but Tommy Boy, all these movies.
Shoot Me was really popular at this time.
I mean, so you listen to it and you're almost not even. You're not even picturing the llama. You're just picturing David Spade.
Yeah.
It's almost if that makes sense to you guys, where it's almost not like, oh, that's somebody as a voice actor. It's like you're seeing animated, but you're just thinking. Like I'm almost picturing his facial expressions, or almost thinking about Putty. It's just Putty, right? But this was a lot of fun, and I really have come to on this channel appreciate the super in-depth ones that get us all choked up, that we love to pull all the lessons from. But equally, and I've said this with other reactions, and so if you haven't seen it before, you might not have seen me bring it up, but I have a 4-year-old son, so I don't need every fun animated movie we watch to be a super gut punch, where dad's growing dad's over there crying, or if it has topics that are even a little bit heavy or a little bit much for a younger child to really get into. And this is super fun. It's goofy. It's snarky. They didn't go super heavy on the adult humor that we see sometimes today in some of the movies that we watch. I mean, some of the stuff they throw in there, they're like, oh, wow, that's a little, because you expect it to go over the kids' heads. So I don't know that we were necessarily there in 2000. I love that they gave us the bye-bye. For those of you who aren't familiar with the reference, a very classic Saturday Night Live skit that they did where David Spade was a flight attendant, and they were not so nicely telling people to exit the plane. Bye-bye. But Answer got to be a fun rewatch for you on this one.
Oh, very much so. I mean, come on. How can you not have fun listening to Spade be himself pretty much throughout it? Like from his whining and his crying, or even his where he's doing that. His catchphrase "bye-bye" was great. And then John Goodman, I can't remember how soon after this was Monsters Inc., but he just had that voice.
Pretty short after
that, he was perfect for this role because, as it's described, a brave, kind, and humble village leader. That just speaks to how, John Goodman, or as I knew him pretty much at that time, Dan Connor, is from Roseanne.
Dan Connor, dad, everybody.
Yeah. And so, listening to it, it came up on my feed, and I was much older. I didn't watch this when it first came out. I heard about it and I heard good things, and I was like, well, I'll give it a watch. And it brought me back to my childhood. Like you said, not too much adult humor. I think it's a great movie that you can watch with your kids, and both of you are laughing at the nonstop slapstick cartoon comedy. I saw one of the critics kind of called it like a Donald Duck, like a old school Looney Tunes, but they stretched it out to an hour and 10 minutes, which I thought was perfect, because then you get in, you get out with your kids to watch it, you have fun, you're both enjoying, you're both kids again, which is what I felt when I was watching it. And I don't even know how old I was. I had to be late 20s, early 30s the first time I watched it, and I heard good things about it, and I thought I'd give it a watch, and I was so glad I did, because it was just so funny to me. And then I didn't know Eartha Kitt was the actress that played her. I didn't know who's that voice, so I remember looking that up and then just falling in love with this movie the whole time, because it just was funny. It was a great movie about an arrogant kid that went through change. He was pampered. Look, he threw the guy out at the beginning of the movie, and then he's friends with him at the end. Because if he can change, and Quinn, you can change.
Everybody can change.
Then everybody can change. No, it's just a great classic cartoon comedy that I think the whole family can.
The thing that I liked was how they did Yzma's character, and Eartha Kitt did an amazing job of giving it that feel of an old school Disney villain, like the way her animation was on the character with the eyes and the big crazy eyelashes and the big cape that they had in the beginning. That just to me screamed classic Disney villain. And the colors, purple and black, we see a lot of those in Disney are typically villains. And I just thought that she was the perfect foil for David Spade. But again, it was so unique because they didn't take the traditional journey that what we would expect. I mean, did you like it that he still kind of stayed as Kuzco throughout the movie, despite becoming friends with Pacha? He still pretty much stayed who he was to a certain extent.
Well, for me, for that part was like, every time he thought he had the upper hand, that's when, all right, I got you. I'm going to go back to being me. And then something would happen that would
the bridge
that was basically like, the universe slapping him in the face like, no, this isn't who you should be. Otherwise, bad things will continue to happen to him. So that kind of teaches you too that be nice, be kind to everyone. When you give them your word, you follow through, and it's a perfect way to live your life. So I just absolutely loved it. Even the animation, watching this again now brings me back to the old school animation of like Aladdin and Lion King and stuff like that ilk, with that animation set where there was a lot of bright, beautiful colors, but the animation was done amazingly, and it was done painstakingly because they were drawing it by hand, not like now today where you can do basically CGI for everything.
Yeah, it's interesting looking at some of the critics' response to this, because it seems like the critics were really split on this one, where some of them kind of said what we had talked about, where it was like they liked it, thought it was exactly what it was supposed to be, fun, kind of snarky, upbeat, and some of the critics were like, wow, we long for the days of the Seven Dwarves and like their old school Disney. But again, this was a time where and look, I'm not some Disney aficionado by any means, but I'm trying to think back to the earlier movies of the 90s and 80s and back that I recall, and I don't think they quite had the attitude necessarily that we start getting as we move a little bit forward, but I can appreciate it. So this is one where I will say, normally when we look at the critics and stuff like that, I have a tendency to be opinionated here.
You don't,
but you don't say. But so this one, I'm going to leave the critics alone on this one. I think I do appreciate the critics who kind of have a similar mindset as we do, saying that, look, it knew what it was supposed to be. Yep. It was fun. It's a lighthearted watch. It's sub 90 minutes, so it's something that you can go in, bring kids to, not feel like they're going to be like, hey, can we go yet? But for the people who, at the time when this came out in 2000, if you were, even our age in 2000 or maybe a little bit older and were accustomed to an older style of Disney, I could see them being like, well, what was this? But I feel like if you liked Seinfeld and Tommy Boy, you were going to be all in for this one. If you felt those weren't really your jams, and you were more of a traditionalist with your animated films, then I can understand this one. So this one is one where, regardless of what side of the fence the critics stood on, I'm okay with that. But
yeah, the thing that I like too is they didn't have a lot of fat in the movie by, look, we just got dropped in to David Spade being the Emperor. They didn't even say, gosh, did they even name the place of where they were?
I don't think they said
where. I don't know if they Emperor. I don't know if they ever said like where it was, what the setup was, why he was the Emperor, because at the end of the day, they were probably looking at it being like, you know what?
Does it matter?
That stuff doesn't matter.
Does it matter?
We're just going to have these characters. This thing is going to happen. They're going to go on an adventure, try to fix said thing, and then have a resolution. Like, we don't need to get into the
and they gave us a snippet of his backstory, right?
Yeah,
and that was all that we really needed. There's been other animated films, obviously, sometimes it's worth telling the backstory because it's such an integral part of the plot.
Yeah.
But you didn't need it here, and honestly, if you're not losing anything in the movie, but you're shaving down the time, and it's one thing that I will say, and I know, you've got children as well, and anybody out there who's a parent that's had the theater experience, and not just the theater experience, but even watching films at home. Look, a 2-hour animated film gets to be a lot for a young kid. It does. And even when the pacing slows down a little bit for plot development, sometimes that can get to be a lot. So when you have a movie that's sub 90 minutes, that there's no letting off the gas in this movie. I mean, it is go, 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 go from action to comedy. And I really think, from a humor standpoint, I thought it was good. But when you're talking, kind of the architecture of the film, I thought they did a really good job with it as well. So this was a fun one. Another one where I'm adding to the list of films that I can watch at home with my 4-year-old that aren't going to traumatize the family.
Right.
He's not going to have any nightmares. He can have fun, and there's enough silliness.
He might have a nightmare. He might turn into a llama.
He's going to turn into a llama.
He'll see those crazy eyes from Yzma coming at him or whatever. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I thought for something like this, look, not every movie has to be Coco or has to be, Puss in Boots' Last Wish. And granted, this is from 2000, so different time. But I thought this movie knew exactly what it was, and it nailed the mark. So for me, I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5 answers. A lot of fun, a lot of laughs. I think anybody who's a fan of these actors would enjoy it. And even if you're not, I think you'll find something you like in it. 4.5 for me.
Oh, yeah. Easy 5 out of 5. For me, just old school animation like this, it has slapstick comedy. It always has a soft spot in my heart. And so for this, I have to give it a 5 because that's what it all had. And then especially the deadpan delivery that Patrick Warburton, only he can do. I mean, granted, like he said, he learned from Adam West. So on the delivery and the slow drawl of what you're trying to say.
You know what we didn't have?
Where he said he got that?
Yeah, he said he took some of his desire of acting from Adam West when they're doing a little in memoriam of him. That's what he said.
I was gonna say, you just kind of reminded me. What we didn't have was that one kind of banger musical number that you identify with the film. I mean, we had Sting at the end.
Yeah.
Well, but I think that had a lot to do with the pacing, though, right?
Yeah, because the pacing was
movie,
go, go, go.
I don't know that there wasn't really a spot where that would have worked because it was go, go, go. It was comedy. Yes, you had some of the softy.
It was heavy with dialogue too.
Guy with John Goodman's character, with Pacha, but Pacha. There wasn't really a spot where some banger would have worked. I don't think in this film, and it didn't need it. Sometimes the films, I feel like when they throw music in, and they have those scenes where they put a musical number in front of you and the musical number fails to get you, then sometimes it puts it under a magnifying glass or a microscope a little bit,
that didn't really work.
They threw in some music here, but it didn't hit as hard as I needed it to. For this, yeah, you can say we didn't have the big musical number, but it didn't need it.
Yeah, because I was thinking there was so much dialogue in here. We really had to be kind of quick with when we were dropping in our comments or reactions or whatever. Because
I was too busy laughing.
The dialogue was pretty much, boom, 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 boom.
They had the big song at the beginning with Tom Jones, and that was about it.
Yeah, Tom. Of course. Okay, Tom Jones. Yes. How could I forget?
Was Tom at the beginning.
Jones?
Yeah, but
that's kind of the intro. Too.
But that was the intro to get our little quick knowledge of the Emperor.
Yeah.
But other than that, like he said, there was no need for it.
Yeah.
So
very true.
It's gonna be a 4.5 for me. A fun watch, quick paced, a great one for the family.
The list is getting longer for the son to watch.
This is another one where we can sit down with the family, have fun. Little Saturday night at home movie where everybody's just laughing and having a good time. So,
all right. Well, there you go. I'm so happy these two got to enjoy this movie as much as y'all and I did prior to this. So, for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. Good night now, pals.